English listening activities.
Starter Unit. Learning to listen. Task 2. We listen for many reasons. For example, we sometimes listen to get the gist of what we are hearing. That means we try to understand in general what is being talked about. Listen and number the pictures 1 through 4. Then listen again. What are the people talking about? Circle the correct answer for each. 1.
37,000 fans came out to the park Thursday to see the Knights crush the Blazers 12-1. It was the third largest crowd for a Knights game this year. The scoring began in the first inning when Knights first baseman Rich Damien hit a 500-foot home run over the center field fence, scoring the final times of the
2.
Hello?
Hello, Arlene. It's Bridget.
Bridget, hi. I was just about to call you about Friday. Are we still going to that new place on 3rd Street?
You were there last week, and she said it was the best meal she's ever had.
3.
So, Todd, it says here you went to Hunter. How was that?
Oh, it was great. It's definitely the place to go to study business.
Yes, a lot of our employees got their degrees at Hunter. What did you think of their business program?
I thought it was the best. I'm really proud to be a Hunter graduate.
4.
Hey, Dave. I heard you got tickets to the show on Saturday.
Yeah, I can't wait. Geiger is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, mine too. And their live shows are great. No one plays guitar like Steve Geiger.
Task 3. Sometimes we listen to get the main idea of what is being said, and sometimes we listen for key details. Listen to the conversations and check the main idea for each one. Then listen again and fill in the correct details. 1.
Want ads.
Oh, are you thinking about changing jobs?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what kind of job I want.
Well, what did you study in college?
Spanish.
Well, maybe you could get a job as a language teacher.
2.
Look what we got in the mail today, Evelyn.
What is it? An invitation?
A wedding invitation from Adam.
What? I can't imagine Adam with a wife. How old is he? 50?
52, and he's lived alone since he was 17.
3.
Is that your car out front, Keiko?
No, it's my father's. I don't have a car anymore.
What do you mean? What happened to that white Ford you used to drive?
Oh, that's my brother's car now.
You gave it to him?
No, he bought it for $200. 4.
Jim, don't forget we're going to that party at the Carlyles tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow? Friday?
That's right. You're not working on Carlyle's party starts at 7.
Well then, you'd better call and tell them we won't be there.
5.
Andrea, haven't you left yet? The school bus gets here in 5 minutes.
I just came back to get my wallet, but now I can't find it anywhere. Can you help me look for it?
Did you check your jacket pocket?
Yeah, it's not there.
Task 4. In real life, people don't just listen. They listen and do something, such as deciding what to wear after hearing a weather report. In this task, you are listening to 3 people and making a decision based on what you hear. 3 people are talking about the methods they use to improve their listening skills. Listen and fill in the blanks. Then listen again and check your answers. Which methods are you going to use to improve your listening skills? Write them down and share with a partner.
Welcome to English class, everyone. My name is Jillian. Here's some of the methods you use to practice your listening skills. What's your name, please?
Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. Do you have any advice for your classmates on how to improve your listening skills?
Well, I really like music, so I listen to a lot of English songs. I try to understand the words, and sometimes I even learn how to sing them.
That's great. Anything else, Gloria?
I also spend time watching movies. I like to learn new English words, and Hollywood movies have a lot of slang expressions.
That's another good method. Someone else? Yes?
My name's Francisco. One of the things I do is listen to books on tape. I like to listen and read the book at the same time. It really helps my pronunciation.
That's a good idea. Are there any other things you do, Francisco?
Well, another is just to walk up to English speakers and start a conversation. I leave them alone if they don't want to talk.
There any other ideas? Yes?
Hi, I'm Min-hee. I've got all kinds of listening tests that I use to practice. I listen to the tape, take the test, and then check my answers in the back of the test book.
Okay, taking tests is another way to practice. Do you use any other methods, Min-hee?
Let me think. Oh, I also listen to the news in English on the radio. At first it was really difficult, but after a while I started hearing more words that I knew.
That's a good method too. Okay, let's hear from some other people. How about you?
Task 5. Listening sometimes means focusing not just on what people say, but also the way they say it. This means paying attention to pronunciation, stress, sentence rhythm, and intonation. In this task, you are listening for the speaker's intonation. Circle the correct answer. Then listen and decide if the people are stating a fact or expressing surprise. Circle F for fact or S for surprise. Listen again and practice. Example 1.
She's the boss.
Example 2.
She's the boss?
1.
She's your teacher?
2.
I'm her student.
3.
It can't be mine.
4.
He's not listening.
5.
We're leaving tonight?
6.
Oh no, it's already 10 to 3.
Task 6. In real life, people typically respond to what they hear. In this task, you are listening to questions and deciding on your own response. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Do you like studying English?
3.
What makes it difficult to understand English speakers?
Talking about ways of practicing listening. Sample dialogue.
Do you ever listen to music in English?
Yes, I like to listen to American rock music.
What's your favorite group?
I really like a band called Radiohead. How about you?
I don't really listen to much music. I prefer movies.
What's your favorite movie in English?
My favorite movies are Titanic and Gladiator.
Useful expressions.
How many hours do you spend studying outside of class?
I try to practice listening for about an hour every night.
How much do you understand when you listen in English?
I guess about 50 or 60%.
Which is harder for you, listening or speaking?
They're both hard, but I think listening is a little harder.
As the language of international trade, but doing business isn't the only reason to learn the language. There are probably almost as many reasons to study English as there are people who want to learn it. Some people study English to help them get a good job. Others are preparing to travel to English-speaking countries. What's the main reason that you're studying English?
I'm studying to pass my entrance exam for college.
I work at a hotel, so I have to speak English to our guests.
I just want to understand.
Unit 1. Pleased to meet you. Task 2. Listen. How many voices do you hear? Circle a number. Then listen again and check the names you hear.
You're Mia Yoon, aren't you?
And then I said to Joan, you know Joan, don't you?
I'd like you to meet my sister, Li Wen.
Pleased to meet you, Enrique.
I'm John Lowe.
Did you say Tina? Task 3. Listen and check the names that have 2 syllables. Then listen again and practice.
Allison,
Paul,
Karen,
Yumiko,
Gina,
Sulinko,
Sarah,
Tony.
David.
Listen to the conversation between Leanne and John. Write the names of the people they decide to invite to their party. Then listen again and check your answers.
Hello, Lowe residence. John speaking.
Hi, John. It's Leanne.
Oh, hey, Leanne. How are things? You must be busy planning the party.
Actually, that's what I'm calling about, John. Since you hosted last year's party, I was hoping you could help me with the guest list. I'm just writing down some names right now.
Sure, no problem. Tell me, who have you got so far?
Well, you and your wife, of course. It's Tina, right?
Yep.
And Alan from the office. It's Alan Walker, isn't it? Walker.
That's right. And what about Kathy Chan? She's the new accountant in finance.
I don't think I've met her. Is that Kathy with a K?
No, it's A-N. And don't forget, Mike Perez. He's dying to meet Kathy.
Really? Well, that's interesting. P-E-R-E-Z, Perez. Oh, and I'd better invite my neighbor, Yumiko.
Yuriko? How do you spell that?
No, it's Yumiko. Y-U-M-I-K-O. Haven't you met her? Her last name's Sato. S-A-T-O, I think. She lives across the hall.
All right. Who else? Hey, how about your neighbor?
Task 5. Read the names. Then look at the picture and listen to the conversations. Number the people in the picture 1 through 6. Then listen again and check your answers.
Excuse me, are you Paul King?
No, I'm not. I'm John Lowe.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm Yumiko Sato.
I don't see Paul around here, but that's my wife, Tina, in red, over on the sofa. Come on, I'll introduce you to her and a few other people.
Oh, that would be great. By the way, I really like your apartment. Purple is my favorite color.
Great party, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Hey, have we met? I'm Kathy Chan.
Oh, so you're Kathy. John Lowe mentioned you. I'm Mike Perez.
Oh, are you friends with John?
Yeah, he told me you were a good tennis player, so I was hoping we could arrange to play.
Sure, that would be great. By the way, have you two met? Mike, this is Alan Walker.
Nice to meet you, Alan.
Actually, I think we met last year at John's party. You're a photographer, right? Well, that's really interesting, you see.
Task 6. Match each statement or question with the best response. Then listen and check your answers. 1.
Hello, Leanne.
To meet you, Alan.
3.
Are you Paul King?
No, I'm John Lowe.
4.
I'm Kathy Chan.
Hi, I'm Mike Perez.
Task 7. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Are you a student?
2.
Is your name John?
3.
Are you studying English?
4.
Are you Yumiko?
5.
Is your last name Lee?
6.
Do you like parties?
Making introductions. Sample dialogue.
Hi, my name's Tony Kim.
Pleased to meet you, Tony. I'm Yumiko Sato.
Sorry, your name is Yumiko. How do you spell that?
It's Y-U-M-I-K-O.
Yumiko, are you a friend of John's?
No, I'm a friend of Leanne's.
Useful expressions.
How do you do, Wendy?
Excuse me, are you Paul King?
No, I'm John Lowe.
Do you know Kathy Chan?
Are you a student?
Are you from Japan?
In focus. Questions for a first meeting. It's not unusual to ask questions to find out about someone when meeting for the first time. In some countries, there are certain questions that you shouldn't ask because they might make the person uncomfortable. In your country, what types of questions are okay to ask on first meeting someone? What types of questions are not okay?
In Korea, it's okay to ask someone's age, so you know whether to use formal language.
In Canada, how old they are.
In Mexico, it's not okay to ask about someone's religion because some people think it's too personal.
Unit 2. This is my family. Task 2. Listen. How is the speaker related to each person? Circle the correct answer. Then listen again and check your answers. 1.
John is our only boy. He has 3 sisters.
2.
That's Darren. He's my mother's brother.
3.
Her name's Sarah. She's my son Mario's daughter.
4.
Lily's father and my father are brothers.
5.
Rob is my sister Bonnie's son.
Task 3. Listen. You will hear 4 people talking about their families. Number the pictures 1 through 4 in the order you hear them described. Then listen again. How many people can you identify? Label each photo with the correct name.
That your wife?
Yeah, that's Sherry. And
That must be your granddaughter. She's so cute. I think you said her name's Erin, right?
yeah, E-R-I-N. Same as my son's name, but spelt differently.
2.
Oh, here's me, my sister Nicole, and her friend Leslie.
Is that you on the right, Ellen?
That's me. What do you think of that ugly green jacket?
Pretty bad. Let's see. I'll bet that's your sister in the middle.
No, that's Leslie. Nicole's on the left.
3.
Here's a photo of my brother Richard.
The one in the brown jacket?
No, the other one, on the left. The one on the right is our cousin Doug.
Wow, he looks more like your brother than you do.
Yeah, everyone says that.
4.
Hey, who are the people in this photo?
Oh, that's my family about 10 years ago. That's me and the...
He looks kind of familiar. Didn't he work
Yeah, they were both on TV for a while. My father is Michael James.
And your mother is Jody James. I used to watch that show. I didn't know those were your parents.
Yeah, well, they're not actors anymore. My sister is, though. That's her on the left, next to my mother.
Really? What's your sister's name?
Claire.
Task 4. Listen. Is the final sound of each word s or z? Write each word next to the correct sound. Then listen again and check your answers. Practice saying the words. 1.
Are they your sisters?
2.
My cousins are coming to stay.
3.
I have 3 aunts.
4.
Are you guys students?
5.
Do you have any brothers?
7.
My parents would like to meet you.
8.
They look like grandmothers.
9.
Will Jill and Sarah's husbands be at the party?
10.
Are you both teachers?
Task 5. Listen to Naomi. Read the statements and circle true or false. Then listen again and complete the family tree.
Hey, Naomi, who are the people in this photo?
Oh, that's my homestay family. I'm going to Japan for a year on an exchange program, and those are the people I'm living with.
Wow, it's a pretty big family. Are they going to have room for you?
I sure hope so. Those are the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ono. Their daughters' names are Setsuko and Noriko, and their son's name is Ichiro.
Is that Ichiro there?
No, that's Setsuko's husband, Kazuo. They were just married. Ichiro's not married either. But Setsuko and Kazuo are moving into their own house about a month after I arrive, so it won't be as crowded as it looks. I'm leaving for Osaka in about a month.
Well, have a great time.
Task 6. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Are you married?
2.
Do you have any brothers?
3.
Are you an uncle?
4.
Do you have a daughter?
5.
Have you met all of your cousins?
6.
Do your grandparents live with you?
Talking about your family. Sample dialogue.
Here are my mother and father, and down here are my sisters and me.
Are you the oldest?
No, both of my sisters are older. Caitlin is 25, and Vanessa Steve, and that's their son Jamie.
What about Vanessa?
Vanessa is married, but she and her husband don't have any children yet.
Useful expressions.
How many people are there in your family?
Is this your brother's wife?
What's your nephew's name?
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the middle child.
I have one older brother and two younger sisters.
In focus, celebrity families. Royal families around the world hold a great fascination for the public, perhaps because they represent the style and elegance of a bygone era. These days, celebrity families like the members of corporate dynasties, the families of movie stars, and even TV families such as The Simpsons are the focus of intense media attention. Who are some famous families in your country? Former U.S. President John F. Kennedy's parents' names were Joseph and Rose. His wife's name was Jacqueline, and his children were Caroline, John Jr., and Patrick.
Britain's Prince William and his younger brother Prince Henry, whose nickname is Harry, are the sons of Charles, Prince of Wales, and the late Diana Spencer.
Unit 3. He's the one in the blue shirt. Task 2. Listen. You will hear a conversation about 5 people. Look at the picture and draw lines from the names to the correct people. Then listen again and check your answers.
Okay, Charlotte, I'll introduce you to everyone in a few minutes. But first I need to find out how many of the people here you already know.
Well, I know Mr. Markham, the managing director. He's the man in the brown suit with the gray hair and mustache.
That's him, but he prefers to be called Charles.
Charles Markham, okay. And Cindy Carlyle is the tall woman with the green jacket and long black hair.
Yes, she's the personnel manager. What about the person behind her?
You mean the woman with short blonde hair? Her name is, Elaine Nolan. She's the accountant. I don't think I know the young guy over there.
Who? The one with short brown hair wearing the blue shirt?
No, I know him. That's Tony Tan, right?
Oh, I know who you mean. The guy standing next to him in the yellow shirt. That's Alan Watts, the PR guy.
And who's that?
Oh, sorry. It looks like they're ready for our presentation. Just follow along and you can pick up the rest as we go.
Task 3. Listen to short descriptions of each of the people in Task 2 and number the names 1 through 5. Then listen again and check your answers. 1.
He's the one with the red tie.
2.
That's her with the brown briefcase.
3.
He's wearing glasses and a brown suit.
4.
She's the one wearing red pants.
5.
He's the one...
Listen. Who are the people describing? Number the pictures 1 through 5. What is the relationship of each person to the speaker? Listen again and circle the correct answers. 1.
Is that your dad?
Who do you mean?
You know, the short middle-aged man with the brown hair and the yellow shirt next to your mother?
No. That's her brother.
2.
Don't you know her?
I'm not sure. What does she look like?
Well, she's tall with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Is she older than you?
No, she's 2 years younger than me.
3.
Hey, who's that girl with the long brown hair?
Long brown hair. Oh, that's Susan.
Does she have a boyfriend?
No, not right now. You want to meet her?
4.
That's my mom over there, the one with the short gray hair.
Oh, is your father here too?
No, he isn't.
5.
He looks just like you.
Yeah, when we were young, everybody thought we were twins.
Task 5. Is it a question or a statement? Listen to the examples. Then listen and circle the correct answer. Listen again and practice. Example 1.
He's the managing director.
Example 2.
He's the managing director.
1.
He's from Singapore.
2.
She has blue eyes.
3.
He's from San Francisco.
4.
He has brown eyes.
5.
They work for the same company.
6.
They're sisters.
Task 6. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Are you tall?
2.
Do you have long hair?
4.
Are you wearing glasses?
5.
Do you have brown eyes?
6.
Are you growing a beard?
Describing someone's appearance. Sample dialogue.
The person I'm describing has brown hair and blue eyes.
Is the person's hair long or short?
Not too long. I guess you'd say it's shoulder length.
Is the person tall or short?
I'd say average height, but the person is a bit heavy-set.
Is the person wearing glasses?
No, but he's wearing blue jeans and a brown shirt.
Useful expressions.
What is he wearing?
Would you say he's middle-aged?
What color is her hair?
Does he have a mustache or beard?
Is she holding a purse?
What color shirt is he wearing?
You mean the
Ideal look. Different cultures have different ideals of beauty for both women and men. In many parts of the world, thin is in, whereas people in other parts of the world prefer a more full-bodied appearance. What physical characteristics define the ideal man and woman in your country? Name some of the people who fit this description.
To me, Chinese actress Gong Li is perfect because she's beautiful and smart.
The things that make Brad Pitt so sexy are his blue eyes and great smile.
Some people think supermodel.
Unit 4. Do you like rock? Task 2. Listen to each conversation and check the CD Mick and Marcia talk about. Then listen again. Does Marcia like or dislike each CD? Circle the correct picture. 1.
Wow, Mick, you've got a ton of CDs. I don't even know some of these people.
Really? I'll play a few things for you. What do you think of this one?
I don't know.
Not crazy about it, huh?
Sorry, I just don't like classical music all that much.
Actually, it's from an opera by Richard Wagner.
Well, I still don't like it.
2.
How about this one?
Oh man, who is that?
It's this group called Too Bad. The CD's called Hardwired.
Please turn it off. I can't stand it.
3.
Well, give this...
Not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
You mean you like it?
Actually, yeah, it's good. That's Lee Zane, right?
Yeah, it's from her new album, Zoom to You.
4.
And what about this one?
Oh, I know this. Edgar Oates, isn't it?
Close. It's Big Eddie Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. Take it easy? Easy does it?
Speak easy. So, what do you think?
I love it.
Task 3. Listen to the example. Then listen and circle the word that is stressed in each sentence. Listen again and practice. Example.
You said you like classic rock.
I like classical.
1.
You like rock, right?
No, it's jazz that I like.
2.
So, what do you think?
No, but my girlfriend does.
4.
Why don't you like classical music?
Classical music? I can't stand it.
5.
How do you feel about jazz?
It's okay, but I prefer rock.
Task 4. Listen to the conversation about the big audio awards. Which singers are nominated for Best New Artist? Check the names. Then listen again. Which singers does Randy like? Circle them.
Hey, Randy, the nominations for the big audio awards are out. The list is in today's newspaper.
Oh, man. They never get those awards right. I'll bet Jenny Hernandez didn't even get nominated for Best New Artist. I love her songs.
Actually, she's nominated. But can you believe they didn't nominate Lil Stevie?
You're kidding. He definitely deserves the award. His CD is great.
This, they nominated Kelly King.
What? I can't stand her music.
Yeah, and Aki Matsumura got nominated too.
I don't really like her songs either. Who else got nominated?
Well, Birmingham's Barracudas, and then that...
Task 5. Listen to the radio broadcast. What does the DJ talk about? Check the correct answer. Then listen again. Fill in the blanks with information from the box.
Hi there, Scooby Schumann here with KROK Radio Entertainment News. This year's big audio awards were handed out tonight in New York City, and for once, the show produced a few surprises. Many of the winners won for the first time, and some were virtually unknown. Best Song went to newcomer Kelly King for her bouncy pop hit, Love Me Silly. Rock music was honored in the Best Album category. The Glory Hounds also performed some of their best-known rock hits on the show. Best Video went to the rap trio Most Wanted for their chart-topping hit, Street Fight. The video was directed by Lonnie Singleton. Not surprisingly, the most popular soundtrack came from the blockbuster movie The Other Side of Five. Jazz legend Sam White won his 4th Big Audio Award for that album.
Task 6. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Do you like rap?
2.
What do you think of dance music?
3.
Which do you prefer, rock or pop?
4.
How many different kinds of music do you like?
5.
What do you think of Madonna?
6.
Do you ever listen to classical music?
Talking about music preferences.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic.
What's your favorite song?
Let me think. I really like Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Oh, really? I prefer I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For.
Useful expressions.
Who's your favorite singer?
What kind of music do you like?
I really like jazz.
Me too. What do you think of Miles Davis?
How do you feel about rap?
I don't mind it, but I prefer rock.
In focus, music legends. Many musicians worldwide have earned awards for their career accomplishments. In the United States, winners of the Grammy Award for Lifetime Achievement include pop star John Lennon, opera singer Enrico Caruso, and jazz great Ella Fitzgerald. Which musical performers in your country deserve awards for Lifetime Achievement? Give reasons.
Started singing about 40 years ago.
Everyone knows the Beatles. They're the most famous group ever.
Antonio Carlos Jobim was Brazil's greatest jazz composer. Musicians still play his.
Unit 5. It's a really interesting place. Task 2. Listen to the conversations and number the pictures 1 through 3. Where does each person work now? Listen again and match the names to the cities. 1.
Hi, I'm Alan Stockdale, New York office. We met at last year's sales conference.
Oh, that's right. I'm John Lee.
Last time we talked, you were moving to Jakarta.
Yeah, I was there for about 6 months.
Oh, so you're back home now?
Back in Hong Kong. Actually, I just got promoted.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations, John.
2.
Greta, this is Chanaboon.
Oh, hi. We met yesterday. You look like you're getting ready to leave.
Yes, I have to be in Bangkok by 3.
You're still working at the Bangkok office, Chanaboon?
That's right. Where are you now, Kelvin?
Taipei.
In Bangkok in June.
Great. Give me a call when you arrive.
3.
It's good to see you again, Pam.
You too, Mark. So what do you think of Shanghai?
I like it here, but I'll be glad to get back to San Francisco.
How are things going there? Is the new office up and running?
All set up. What's happening in Singapore?
Oh, you didn't hear? I'm working in Jakarta now.
Task 3. Listen. Which of the underlined sounds are the same? Join the words with a line. Then listen again and practice. 1.
Malaysian.
2.
Asian.
3.
Chinese.
4.
Brazilian.
5.
Egyptian.
6.
Russian.
Task 4. Listen and check the... Match each adjective with the correct city.
Great sales conference.
Yeah, and Chicago's a good place for it, isn't it?
Uh-huh. By the way, Dave, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm being transferred to Asia from the New York office.
Right, and they're letting you choose which city, aren't they?
Yeah. The only problem is that I don't know much about Asia. You've worked in all our offices in Asia. Could you give me some advice?
Sure, no problem. Well, I think I told you I started out in Bangkok.
What was that like?
Really interesting. I was studying Buddhism at the time, so it was great. There are some amazing temples in Bangkok. It's not very expensive to live there either.
Have you ever lived in Tokyo?
Oh, sure. I loved it there. It's a really exciting place to live and very modern. You've got to see the Ginza in downtown Tokyo.
What about Seoul? You work there.
Even late at night. I sometimes went to this all-night market called Namdaemun.
And Singapore?
Well, Singapore isn't very big, but it's very convenient to get around.
I've heard it's also very clean.
Yeah, it's very clean, and the restaurants are great.
It's not going to be easy to decide. They all sound great.
Task 5. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1,
You're from Japan, aren't you?
2,
Did you say you're from Taiwan?
3,
Is your name Chang?
4,
Are you Korean?
5,
Do you live in Tokyo?
6.
Are you Asian?
Describing what places are like. Sample dialogue.
Which city do you most want to visit?
I really want to see Paris.
Oh, yeah? What to do there?
I'd love to visit the Eiffel Tower and go to the Louvre. I've heard Paris is pretty expensive, though.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'd enjoy it.
Useful expressions.
What's Tokyo like?
It's very big and modern.
Have you ever been to Hong Kong?
Yes, it's an interesting city, but very crowded.
Is Los Angeles a safe place to live?
What is there to see and do there?
In focus. World-class cities. Cities around the world compete to hold prestigious international events like the Olympic Games and the Soccer World Cup. Many people think that hosting such an event gives a city world-class status. How would you describe the city where you live? Would people outside your country consider it a world-class city? Why or why not?
Montreal is a really
World-class city, but it's also very crowded.
My hometown is quite small, but it's a beautiful place to live. Review, Units 1 through 5. Task 1. Listen and circle the names you hear. Then listen again and number the pictures 1 through 4. One picture is extra. 1.
Are you Jane Lee?
No, I'm not. I'm Jenny Lee. Jane's my sister. There she is over there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
2.
Hi, this is Rick. I'm not available right now, but if you leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
3.
It's Tina, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Tina. First of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
4.
Tennis ace Mike Chin meets three-time Asia-Pacific Cup winner Nick Biltmore in the final of the All-Star Cup at Riverside Stadium tonight.
Task 2. Anne is identified. Then listen again. Match the relationship words to the descriptions.
Oh my! Look at all the people. Anne, you said this would be a small party. You know how nervous I get when I have to meet a lot of people.
Sorry, Walter, I had no idea. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll point out some of the people here, and that'll make it easier when you meet them.
Yeah, that would help.
Okay, let me see. All right, do you see the tall guy over there by the window?
I see him.
That's my brother Harry.
All right, and who's that next to him?
Do you mean the woman in the red shirt?
Yeah,
That's my Aunt Judy. Oh, and do you see the man behind her?
the one wearing glasses?
No, he's kind of heavyset.
Got him.
That's my cousin Lyle. He's really funny.
Okay. And is the woman wearing glasses your grandmother?
Yeah, she's the one I'm named after. Her name's Anne, too.
Do I call him Dr. Mills?
No, just call him Kevin. Everyone does.
Task 3. Listen to the radio broadcast and complete the chart. Then listen again and check your answers.
I'm Jill Spencer, and you're listening to Music Radio WQRT. Before we get back to this week's American Top 40, let's take a look at the top songs in other parts of the world. The number one song this week in England is Love Letter by the all-girl group known as Fourfold. Number one in Ireland for the third week in a row is Strength in Numbers. That's the debut hit from Irish-born rockers Yellow Jacket. North of the border, Canada's number one song is Fired Up by Kenny Isaacs. That's the second number one in a row for Isaacs. And finally, topping the charts this week in Australia is What's the Word by the Blazers.
Listen again. Circle the words Jiro uses to describe each city.
Hey, Emily, long time no see.
Hey, Jiro, how long has it been? A year?
At least, I was in Canada for a year.
Really? Were you studying English?
Most of the time. I also traveled a lot.
Sounds great. I've never been to Canada. What cities did you visit?
Oh, Vancouver, Toronto, Banff.
You really got around. I've heard Vancouver is an exciting place.
Yeah, it is exciting. I had a lot of fun. It's kind of expensive, though.
How about Toronto? What did you do there?
You know, shopping, sightseeing. It's a really big place. Oh, and I went to the top of the CN Tower.
What about the nightlife?
Well, it's pretty quiet, but I still had a good time. Banff was nice, too.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the scenery is amazing.
Yeah, Banff is really beautiful, and the skiing is great.
It's not a very big place, though, is it?
No, it's...
Task 5. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1,
How's it going?
2,
How many sisters do you have?
3,
How would you describe yourself?
4,
How do you feel about rap music?
5.
What's